our esteemed Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar and our next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, you, our UNC friends and family, a pleasant good evening. This evening I stand before you as the representative for the constituency of Chaguanas East. And I say to you, UNC stands ready and willing to defend the people of Chaguanas East and Trinidad and Tobago. My friends, a lot are being said, but I want to tell you, I can defend my people of Chaguanas East at any given time without stuttering. I have been working beyond the call of duty, addressing each and every issue impacting my people. I respect my party's process of screening candidates, but I want to remind you, the UNC, and the people of Chaguanas East, fear no PNM. And they could come from where? They could come from chamber, they could come from where? I want to tell you, just like money cannot buy happiness, money cannot beat us on the ground. I say to you, my friends, hard work brings great rewards. Tonight I stand at this podium and I am in total bewilderment by the hypocrisy uttered via statements by the prospective PNM candidate for Chaguanas East. I don't even want to call that fella name. But I can tell you, despite my political strength over the years of people's advocacy since 2013, over these years I have had a personal belief and a personal mantra that is not to tell brazen lies in order to hoodwink the population or lull them into the sense of expectation by falsehood. In other words, my friends, I never like putting the people on scenes. Imagine the prospective candidate has the temerity to tell people of Chaguanas East he will focus on youth development. He said my focus would be on youth development, and the PNM is about building the next generation. You hear lie? That is lie. They have destroyed all avenues for young people in this country. So many high school dropouts, laptops taken away from our children, food cards taken away from you, textbooks taken away from you. The suicide rate among young men is growing, brothers and sisters. And they want to tell you about youth development. Man, rest me with that. I want to ask you, do you believe that that fella has the youths at heart? Well, tonight I want to divulge into something as totally opposite to what he is preaching in Chaguanas East. And let him explain. I want him to explain the football field fiasco in Boot Hill, Chaguanas. People of Chaguanas East, people of Chaguanas, I want you to conduct an investigation into this football field fiasco at St. Thomas Village, or what everybody knows as Boot Hill. I want him to answer who prevented the youths from playing on that ground and who took away the lands and are currently cultivating crops on the lands, the same football field area which the youth supposed to be playing football on. Where are those youths supposed to play football at present? So he must answer. When he speaks about youth development, he has to answer this. During his presentation on the Bail Amendment Bill 2024, I'm not sure if you all remember that. It's all over TikTok in the Senate, where he sought to humiliate a national icon, a member of the strike team, who provided sheer patriotism in their epic 1990 World Cup run, our brother Senator Naked. Just imagine he sought to ridicule him for kicking ball. And this man talking about youth development today. My brothers and sisters, he said, you only know about kicking ball and he has a master's degree. So just imagine how he will view the people of enterprise, and he going for their vote. My brothers and sisters, imagine that man view Messi, Ronaldo, Beckham as people who kick in ball. Can you imagine that? This evening I want to tell the people of enterprise. I want to tell Crown Trace FC, Gary John Coaching School, Diet Estate footballers, enterprise footballers, Lunch Park footballers, Endeavor sports players. This man, who is the prospective candidate for the PNM in Chaguanas East, views your sporting pursuits as being inconsequential. And you have no value. That is what he's saying to you. Half of Chaguanas East are accustomed to kicking ball. Sports is life. So how can you say this to the people you intend to represent? But I want to remind him that many of these fellas who kick ball in the community of enterprise are abroad on scholarship programs, pursuing their talent. My friends, before this fella foray into politics, I want to ask you, you ever saw him at any event in Chaguanas East? Now he wants to rub shoulders with the salt of society. Now he wants to come and play. He like everybody and he's friend with everybody and he knows what you need. Man, we've been there, done that, and we are continuing the work under the UNC for the people of Chaguanas East. These common folks who he hopes would vote for him, and then he would abandon them and return to his comfy surroundings and people. He boasts about being rich. He boasts about masters. He views politics as a vehicle to get simply richer. I want you to remember that. His first day as a junior minister, I am told, he called for a meeting with Vemkot. So you ask yourselves, why? My brothers and sisters, a passing word to the Chaguanas chamber, which has become a political tool of this gentleman. And I want you not to forget, everybody is saying this gentleman is a past president chamber. I have worked with every single chamber president in Chaguanas since my days as a councillor. The UNC mayors have worked with every president of the Chaguanas Chamber of Commerce, including this prospective candidate. So he didn't do nothing alone, and he has nothing to speak of in terms of accomplishments. Get that clear. Get that very clear. My brothers and sisters, where's this gentleman in the quest for state support for FEMBA and the club enterprise basketball team, who has been trying to leave this country since July to go to the United States for a tournament? If you so care about youth development, young people, education, then why your government putting these people on scenes? Since July, they have to push back every 2 weeks. And they cannot leave us yet to go to the United States. I ask of you people, do not forget them, but I call on the government to give Club Enterprise and FEMBA their funding so these young ladies can go to the United States on their tournament. I ask of you, remember 2020, Clarence Loss, where is he now? He ran, he hid, he left the people. Do not forget that, my people. The UNC is here to stay, and we are here to win with the people and for the people. My friends, the new school year is upon us, and I want to ask you, are you confident that the government would get it right in terms of education? Well, last week the Ministry of Education, with a lot of fanfare, announced that approximately 9,000 students would be in receipt of school book grants, totaling $20 million as the new school year dawns. But as I asked, this much vaunted initiative, should it be considered as an accomplishment or rather a damning administration of a failed economy, of failed economic and fiscal policies over the past 9 years? My brothers and sisters, more and more persons are joining the poverty line. More and more persons. What is quite perplexing about this initiative is $65 million was budgeted, but from the available information, only $20 million was utilized. The big question is, where the money gone? Let us hope that this outstanding $45 million will not be utilized for electioneering purposes. We call on the government, spend the money on our nation's children. Parents have been complaining about the difficulties in the process of application for this school book grant. Some people don't even have laptop and Wi-Fi to apply for this grant. So we call on the government. We reiterate, how can students beat books to excel in mathematics when their stomachs are churning, not knowing where their next meal will come from? Tonight we say and we repeat, invest in our young people, spend the money on our young people, open up the channels for this $45 million to be utilized. The government priorities are off, totally off. Focus on our children. Give the children the book grants. $20 million out of $60 million was spent. We need our children in school come next week, my brothers and sisters. Friends, tonight, given the constraints, I wish to share with you some of my accomplishments under the following broad headings. We, in the office of the MP for Chaguanas East, would have provided educational support. We would have lobbied for numerous infrastructural works and projects. We would have undertaken social and community services. We would have petitioned for healthcare surgeries and wellness programs. We would have engaged stakeholders for economic development. We would have undertaken community engagement and representation. And we would have undertaken agricultural initiatives with the farming community. Brothers and sisters, the country and Chaguanas East is being ravaged by mosquitoes. The dengue outbreak is outrageous. The IVCD is located in Chaguanas and they have no resources. What is the sense in spraying when you find out someone has dengue? No sense in that. We are calling on the Minister of Local Government to establish, why not establish a line item in budgetary allocation to assist our regional corporations to procure vehicles, chemicals, staff, equipment in cutting vacant lots, acquiring ULV machines, dynafuggers. If you have a line item, our local government representatives can be eased of the burden of stress in their communities when people are begging them to spray the communities for them. The Minister of Local Government must wake up. People are dying from dengue. It is no longer an issue. Friends all, it would be remiss of me if I do not speak a little on the Bridle Road Bridge. Some may be vexed with me, some may be happy about my continuous updates. I just want to share with Chaguanas East, no prospective candidates will steal our show. We have done the work on that Bridle Road Bridge. This week they will pave and that bridge will be reopened for the reopening of the new school term. We have worked, we have struggled to get this bridge up and running. So do not allow anyone to come and tell you they are dealing with infrastructure in Chaguanas. We are doing the work here in the UNC through our MPs and our councillors. My brothers and sisters, friends of Chaguanas, in closing, I just want to offer some advice to the people of Chaguanas because I feel I need to talk to them more than ever now. Do not let people treat you like you are hustlers, coming around election time and throwing little tokens to buy your vote. You are above that. We have excelled from that. Enterprise has been developing tremendously under the UNC, and make no joke about that. Stand by people who are in the trenches with you. Stand by people who will labor in your interests. Stand by people who value your support. What can I say to my people? Remember what a workhorse can do. We have worked in the UNC to represent your interests. Don't allow no show pony to come inside of here. Let us continue to lead Chaguanas into a future of growth, innovation, and sustainability. Together we will build a stronger and more prosperous constituency. Hard work brings great rewards. Long live the UNC and long live our political leader. I thank you.
Man better than monster. Dismantle any structure, boy. Trample them, trample